Hello, my name is Marysia and I'm a tutor for Dublin Dún Laoghaire Education and Training Board Adult Education Service. Today I want to talk about and demonstrate how to make a beauty mask using natural products from your kitchen. I'm going to use avocado and honey. This should leave your skin feeling clean, fresh, moisturized and glowing. Also, you will have a chance to pamper yourself and have some fun, especially if you are making it with a few members of your family or people in your house. Before making and applying the mask, it's very important to check that you don't have any allergies to the two products we're using. So you can do a small patch test on your wrist, on the side of your neck, to see if you have any reaction, especially if you maybe have some redness. If you do, you wouldn't use the product, but they are very safe, but we're all very different. Having checked that you haven't got any sensitivity to any of the two products, we can go ahead and make the particular mask. Now, if you do, don't worry, because at the end of the program, at the end of the video, I will give you a list of items that you can use, alternative items you can use. Okay, so here we go. So some of the materials and equipment you will need: half an avocado, 1 tablespoon of honey. You can add mineral water if you feel it's very sticky when you're mixing. If you feel fine, you don't need it, so it's an option. Next item, a mirror, which is very important because you need to see yourself in the mirror and you need to see how you apply your mask. Then we need a foundation brush or a soft, flat pastry brush, which I'll show you at the end of the list, a bowl for mixing our mask, a fork for mixing the mask, 2 spoons, a tablespoon and a teaspoon, a knife, which we'll need for cutting the avocado, a towel, which will be handy, and a face cloth in case we have a little bit of a spillage. A hairband, scarf or clips if you haven't got short hair are very important because you need to try and move all the hair away from your face so you get the full benefit of the mask. I'm just going to go over a few of the items that you need. Okay, so we mentioned a hairband or scarf or clips. If you have longer hair or if you have hair which may get in the way. So just a few suggestions to show you. Okay, headscarf. Okay, this is a very narrow one. Okay, I have, and that'd be easy just to pin back, move all the hair away from the face. Obviously, you'd have to take the glasses off. This is another one I have. It's quite long, and with that you would wrap it, keep wrapping it, okay, so that you can wrap it around your head, move the hair back. You can get a proper hairband which has Velcro on it, and it's a lot easier, and I believe they're very cheap enough to buy. Looking at the brushes I mentioned, a foundation brush. This is a foundation brush, very soft, okay, which you can use, and it's flat. I mentioned an alternative, a paste brush. This is one I wouldn't use. This is quite stiffish. So if you get a bristle type, which is softer, be better, and flatter, because the hairs would be a lot rounder, like this one. So I wouldn't go with this one. This is your better shape to work with. A paintbrush is great if you enjoy painting, but you certainly wouldn't use a brush that you're painting with. If it was brand new, if it was clean, you could possibly use, this is a filbert flat paintbrush, okay, and it's quite soft. And our avocado, if I can just show you our avocado, ripe is better, okay. Once you make your face mask, it'll only last about 2 or 3 days. You can leave it in the fridge. After that, because it's natural, there's no preservatives in it, unfortunately, it won't keep. So for the face mask, cut the avocado in half. Apparently there's a lot of goodness in the actual pip itself. Okay, you might find you might need a little bit more than half, and you can either scoop it out and cut it up, or what you can do is scoop out a little bit at a time, okay, and put it into your bowl, okay. Just keep scooping out, and you might just use the spoon to break it up a little bit more, okay. Just scoop it out very slowly into small parts, and just continue till you have the half of the avocado in the bowl. You will find it changes colour, but that's nothing to worry about. It's like an apple. When you've cut an apple, you'll see that the colour just slightly change. The more ripe it is, the better. Okay, so continue. So I have mashed with a fork. You might have to keep going. Can you see how smooth that is now? You will still find you have a few little bits. You can't do much about that. So you just continue till you can mash it as best as you can. When you have done that, you add a tablespoon of honey. Okay, this can be a bit messy, but too generous here. I've scraped that back. Okay, put it in and just gradually work it in. Now, don't start putting in water until you feel you really need to do so. And mix that in really well. Okay, and I'm also using another face cloth here to wipe my hands every so often. Okay, so mix really well. And if you're adding any water, mineral water is your best, and I would stick to a teaspoonful, not too much, okay, because it will become too runny. Might be an idea to see how it goes on first before you add water, maybe apply a little bit. So get yourself ready. Okay, now you have the mask. Remember, you're cleansing the face either with your own cleanser that you have, or using soap and water if you don't have any problems with soap. Try and open up your pores a little bit by wetting a face cloth with warmish water, not hot, and putting it over your face for a few minutes, and then you can start applying the mask. So now the fun begins. Getting yourself prepared. So you have your band on, you've cleansed your face, as we mentioned earlier. and I'm going to start with the forehead. I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. Okay, and watch you don't put too much on. So across, I really need to use the mirror. So I'm sorry, I'm moving away. Okay, so what I'm going to do, important to have your mirror, work across, forehead. Could have done with clipping a little bit more back. Okay. You can always put a second layer on. Okay. Down your nose. Okay. Try and avoid your eyebrows and avoid your eyes, underneath your eyes. Okay, right underneath. Okay. The skin underneath your eyes is quite delicate. So right underneath. And work out from the side of the nose out. Okay. And the same on the other side. Now I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be a bit clumsy. Okay, on this side. It's nice when somebody else does it for you. Okay, and then I'm continuing down, side. Okay, underneath. Sort of avoiding my lips. Just on the upper lip. Out again. And look how much I still have left. Quite a lot. Okay. Working out. And the chin. Now you can work down the chin, or you could work across, whatever is easier for you. Okay. And working out, and your neck. Underneath your chin, right down, long brush marks, like painting, like a work of art. Okay, and make sure you've got something to cover yourself, or some old clothes. Sorry, I've got good clothes on. Working down. Okay. And I'm going to use a little bit more. Oops, got the eyebrow there. So face cloth is handy, and just wipe. Okay. If you do get your eyebrow, it's no worries at all. Just less mess. Okay. And continue. And you want to try and finish as much of this off as you can. Okay. Now this gives you an idea. Look how much more I've got left. What you can do when you finished with the face, you could always apply it to your arms. Okay, no waste. But you can see how far that goes. Okay, now I'm going to sit back and relax for a few minutes. It is an idea when your mask is on, and put a little bit more on. It's definitely a second coat. And just sit back, relax for about 10 minutes. When you've done that, wash it off with lukewarm water. And then when you've done that, a little splash of cold water. The cold water helps to close the pores a little. Okay, so I'm going to sit back now. I just wanted to show you I got a little bit more on my face, and I've only got this much left from half an avocado. Okay, so the greener it is, the nicer you look, and you can have fun and have a little laugh at each other. Okay, so I'm going over to relax now in the chair. I left my mask on for about 12 minutes, I'd say. I've cleaned it off. I'll put a little bit of cold water on, splashed a bit of cold water on, just to close up the pores. and I applied a tiny bit of moisturiser. I felt when the mask was on my skin, it was very cool and very refreshing, lovely feeling. And now I feel the skin is lovely and soft before I put the moisturising cream on, and it feels really, really fresh. So I'm quite pleased. So I hope you'll give it a try. And don't forget the procedure I went through. Okay. And I'm going to the end of the video put up other possible face masks. For example, banana on its own is lovely to use, mashed up, and fun again to wear, and a lot of good benefits from it. So it's really well checking out the different foods you can use for your face, but always check that you don't have an allergy. I would like to thank you for watching, and I do hope you'll give it a go and have a bit of fun with the face mask, and at the same time pamper yourself and make yourself feel good. We need it. Please remember to stay safe, washing your hands, keeping social distance and observing the government COVID-19 guidelines. Thank you very much again. I appreciate you watching. Bye.